So you counted the Preds out pretty early tonight, didn't you? I have no idea at all what you're talking about. I have to read receipts on your Twitter account if you insist on lying to the good people in Preds Nation. Instead of doing that, why don't we both re-watch Ryan Ufko's highlight goal from this evening? Before you fly off the handle, Johnny, take a deep breath. Ha, 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 ha. Does someone somewhere have a voodoo doll collection of this roster? As always, not helping. I guess the season's over. So, that was the plan.
Why does it say placed on waivers?
Nothing said. I have to talk about dumb moves and a Peds front office.
What the hell did I just watch?
Do I really need to be here for this at this point?
I'm not having flashbacks to Game 4 against the Canucks last spring.
At this point, Johnny, you can just splice together old intros.
Cue the intro.
Redemption take you home.
Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators somehow, someway go into the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington, and fall down 2-0 after the first period and come all the way back thanks to UC Saros' 43 saves in this game, a game-tying goal scored by a 22-year-old kid on the Preds roster, a game-winning goal scored by a 22-year-old member of the Preds roster, his first career goal, and the Preds stunned the Kraken, who thought they were just going to walk away with this one by a final of 4-2. As the Preds, for only the third time in their history, win in the Emerald City in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, Preds Nation, Johnny here, and I'm not going to lie. I'll get it out of the way early for those who follow me on Twitter at Canuck for Liberty, where I talk about how much I love this team and I talk about every single game if I'm able to watch it live and I'm not working. I was like blown away in the first period by itself, and then how this team picked itself up after that. This team had not played a game since Saturday when losing a close one in Buffalo. Had Sunday off, had Monday off, traveling from Buffalo to Seattle. It amazed me that they came out so flat in the first period, being outshot 19-7, allowing the Kraken to score early. Capo Caco made it 1-0. Then later, Matty Beniers made it 2-0. And I thought that Seattle, like they had done so many times against the Preds in Climate Pledge Arena, that the Kraken were just going to blow the Preds out of the building. But I'm going to love to hear about what was said in the locker room at the first intermission, because despite being outshot in the second period by a total of 16-11, the Preds will go on to outscore the Kraken by a total of 3-0. First, just 4 minutes into the second period, Tyson Jost gets his fourth of the season, cutting the Kraken lead to 2-1. And just over halfway through the period, much less halfway through the game, Reed Schaefer with a nice tap-in by Matty Wood, and this game is tied at 2. Oh, but the capper in the period, much less the game, is with 3.5 minutes left to go in the second period, off of a face-off win in the Kraken zone. Marchessault sets up Ryan Ufko, who calls his own number. Everybody else seems to have a dance partner. He skates in, he dekes out Kraken players and says, "Don't mind if I do. Enjoy the course like a little help here." And Ufko puts a cherry on top of the sundae and dekes him out too for his first goal of his NHL career. And the Preds, who were once down 2-0 in the first period, are now leading this game 3-2. I'm like, am I dreaming? Am I dreaming right now? And in the third period, a much closer game, because despite that the Kraken still had the edge in shots, 10-9, the Kraken couldn't penetrate. The Preds finally, after that disastrous first, came to play in the second and shut her down in the third. Kraken pulled Joey the cord late for the extra attacker to no avail. The icing on top of the sundae came with 6 seconds left to go in regulation. Steven Stamkos' 31st goal of the season, and the Preds come all the way back to win this game by a final of 4-2. Sorry to keep this shorter than usual, Preds Nation, but this is a West Coast game. I'm still trying to find the words to describe my feelings of this game right now, so I'm just going to tie this all together the best I can, publish it, and so we can mentally move on to Vancouver on Thursday. And yes, speaking of Vancouver, with this Preds win tonight, that Seattle lost to us, San Jose lost in regulation, and yeah, LA got a point, but they lost, meaning the Preds are now just 1 point out of that P word again. Could this team stop toying with me? I don't know if this is stressing everybody else out as much as it is me. If you're going to not make it, just tank and fall into the bottom 5. Stop trying to maybe get my hopes up and others that you're going to climb back into the race. We went through this at the end of the 2022-2023 season where you toyed with us and then ripped our hearts out in the second last game of the season when you were finally mathematically eliminated. But in the meantime, yes, don't toy with us and make up your mind. But yes, continue to play the kids because they're playing so well, and I want this team to get younger. As for the remainder of this road trip that the Preds have now gone 1-1 on, they go into Vancouver on Thursday. This is a Vancouver team that is safe and sound, going to have the best lottery odds at the end of the season for the number 1 overall pick. Whether or not they land there once the lottery balls are drawn, we shall see. But I live in this city. Don't screw this up and then lose that game on Thursday, much less the fact that I won't be there to see it, as I'm getting texts right now, probably from Preds fans about the game. After Thursday, the Preds will have Friday and Saturday off, and they're going to need it because guess who they have to go and face on Sunday? Yes, the lovely Edmonton Oilers. If you can hold your own with that game and then finish off the road trip against a team that is lower than you in the standings right now in their building Tuesday against Winnipeg, I guess we'll see what happens once this team comes home a week from Thursday to face this very same Kraken team again. Don't let them do to you in your building what you just did to them. Last thing I'm going to say right now about this game and this team is that I told a few of you Preds fans out there who watch my content and correspond with me by phone or via X that I was going to institute going to tankathon.com and simulating the NHL draft lottery to see where the Preds might land, either in the spot that they currently hold or if they might jump up so that they can have a chance at Gavin McKenna. Well, seeing as the Preds are so close to that word right now and that their lottery odds actually got worse, there's no reason to do that right now. There's pretty much no reason to probably do that till at least Sunday or until they get a losing streak together. So put that on the back burner for now. That's all my heart can handle right now. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media and interact with me during every Preds game. And call me out when I consider this team dead long before the game is over by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about redemption. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption, including me tonight for considering this team dead after only 20 minutes of hockey. Don't miss a chance one day to witness redemption.